everybody, I'm George Riles at Last Chance Arch, and it's time for another thing a week. But before I get into that, I want to go over a couple things. One thing, only 16% of you that are watching these videos are subscribed, and it helps us out a lot if all of you would subscribe, and it benefits you to subscribe because you'll get a notification when the next video comes out. So do us a favor, take a second, click the button, okay? Also, you can get lessons from me if you go to improvemyarchery.com. I do online lessons which work great. I can also do in-person lessons, and you can come to my shop and get lessons there with me. Improvemyarchery.com. You can go there, look at my calendar, see when I'm available, pick a time that makes sense for you, and I'll see you when you get there for your lesson. So you can also get a seminar from me. I can come to your shop or local archery club, put on a weekend-long show. It's a great way to get a lot of customers in your shop and get everybody energized about archery at the same time. So all you got to do is contact me through the website there at improvemyarchery.com, and we can talk about a day or a date that works best for you. So that all being said, here we go for another thing a week. Well, you may have seen UltraView posted a video that outlined one of my black magic secrets, and Chris B was explaining it to a few of the guys standing around, and he almost told the whole thing. So take a look here.
But the thing about hands is they have to never be tense, ever, because that's when you torque, that's when you do bad things. Your release hand is really tense right now. Okay. Your pinky finger is sticking out and all the muscles are.
George's trick is like to use a ping pong ball because it's super light and airy, and you just like hold it comfortably in your hand. So it just like helps you be more gentle.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the entire tip and give you a full understanding of how that works. So first I'll tell you why. Why does this matter? Well, the first thing is when you're shooting hinge release and a button release, the design of the release and the pull between you and the bow, when your hand moves, when you stretch into the release to make the release rotate or to make the button pull, the release is specifically designed to move and facilitate the action of the release based off the shape of your hand. But everybody try this. Put your thumb and your little finger together and pinch those kind of tight. And then wiggle your fingers. And you'll notice that when you have that tension there, there's a loss of dexterity. You see how tight those fingers are? But then relax your thumb and little finger, and you can see now you have full dexterity of your hand when you do that. The reason that that works is this muscle group in your hand here and this muscle group here. These three tendons that run these three fingers run right through here. So when those muscles are tight or tense, if you have your thumb and little finger really tight at full draw, it hurts the dexterity or slows down the dexterity of your fingers that are actually operating the release. So it's really important that your thumb and your little finger are light and supple so that you have the full dexterity of your hand and everything moves the way that it should. So here's the secret that Chris almost gave away. And there's a little drill that I use, and I use a ping pong ball. And the ping pong ball is very light and it's kind of fragile feeling, right? And what I do with this ping pong ball is it's kind of physical and it's somewhat mental, that if you put the ping pong ball inside the hollow of your hand, just like this, and then you're holding the release, that gives that little finger something to do, and it reminds you to keep the little finger soft so you're not holding that ping pong ball too hard. So I'm going to pick my bow up here and just kind of show you how it works. I'm going to hook my release on the string here. So when I'm holding my release, I hold that ping pong ball in the hollow of my hand. Now, I'm using a thumb button, so I'll just put my thumb and wrap it on the button, and I'll put 75% of the pressure it takes to make that fire. Mentally, when I stretch my hand, I'm going to try to move the ball backwards. You see that action right there? Just like this, just like that. And when I do that, when I set my thumb up and I move that ball backwards, it makes the release work. Here's where this trick really comes in handy. You're in the middle of a tournament or you're trying to practice, and suddenly, for some reason, your release aid slows down. You can reach into your release pouch, get your ping pong ball out, and hold it in your hand like this, and continue shooting the tournament, and that will soften your hand, allow you to get your release speed back up, and get everything flowing again. Once everything starts moving again, you can put the ball away, right? So have this in your release pouch, so when you get into a little trouble, this will help get your hand feel right, and it'll make everything work again. And this is the ping pong ball technique, and it was previously a black magic trick that nobody knew, but now you all know. So Merry Christmas. So thanks for watching. Thing a week, get yourself a ping pong ball and clean up your shot execution.